Today I'm chatting with Jo. Jo's one of my ladies who's been training with me for over a year now. When she first started, she said she would just do 6 weeks just to help her get prepared back to go back to her running, which she liked to do. She works full-time cares for her mum and she's got incredible results both mentally and physically. So we're going to talk about Jo's journey and what's changed in her strength, her confidence and her outlook on life. So let's get into it, Jo.
Okay.
So, Jo, just to look at life behind the scenes for you, can you tell everyone a little bit about you, what you do for work and what life looks like for you outside of the gym?
So I'm 54. I have like an office-based job, but I work at home a lot now. My mum has an Alzheimer's diagnosis. She's had it for about 6 years. So obviously I did spend, before I joined Tracy's, I spent a lot of time sort of racing from work to caring for my mum. She is now in a care home, so that situation's changed a bit. But I think I was just leading a very busy life and probably not looking after myself very well at the point that I joined your group.
Yeah. So you've obviously got a lot on your plate. Yeah. Having a mum with Alzheimer's is a big thing, no matter what.
Yeah.
And working full time. So what does a typical day look like for you?
So a typical day now, obviously I come and train with you 4 mornings a week, which is different. But then for me, I'm kind of stuck on a computer screen all day long, and I find that really, really exhausting.
Yeah.
Gives me headaches, gives me eye strain, and I just hate being seated just still stuck, all the time. Yeah. Prior to the current job that I have, I did work in a sort of a busier environment in a school, so I was much more active, but then my current job did make me really more sedentary. And I think joining your group has kind of given me a routine that I was badly in need of.
Yeah, definitely. So when you first reached out to me, what made you decide it's time for me to do something for me?
So I saw your post it was on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was kind of at a point, well actually I joined you in the October. In the August I'd actually said to my husband, if this is how life's going to be, I don't want to do it. I was probably at the lowest in that my mental health's ever been in years. And that was just because I had a job I hated, and then I had these kind of, it wasn't the caring responsibilities because my mum had gone into a home at that point, but it was that continual feeling of watching somebody you love decline.
It's the emotional
side of it that was overwhelming me, and I couldn't seem to get a handle on that. So my mental health was in tatters. So I saw your post, and I remember saying to Scott, I've messaged this lady on Facebook, and it's 6 weeks and it's going to cost this amount of money, and I'm doing this kind of thing. And he was never going to object to it, but I genuinely thought I was coming here for 6 weeks because I had been a really keen runner, but I think I had lost the joy for it, probably just because of the pressures of life. But I really, really thought I was coming for 6 weeks to just like try to lose a few pounds and get myself back into exercise. But I'm stuck with it.
Good. Going back to caring for your mum and the emotional side of that, I don't think anybody, unless they've actually experienced that, caring for somebody with Alzheimer's, it's hard enough experiencing that when I was a nurse, that was really hard. But when it's your actual own mum, the emotional side of that is on a different level, isn't it? So like that in itself is a big massive thing to have to deal with in life for anybody. Alzheimer's is so cruel.
It is.
You told us when you joined that you were the runner. What did running mean to you when you were running and that was your thing? What was it that made you think, I love running?
I think that I just got obviously I knew it made us fitter, but it gave me, I think, really mental health benefits. So like they talk about the runner's high, and I really think I experienced that. And I also think I'm a person that can have quite a fixed mindset. So with running, once I'd put my trainers on and I'd got out the door, all I needed to do was put one foot in front of the other, and I was out and doing it, and I always came back feeling better than when I went out.
It's the fresh
like
air,
endorphins and everything, isn't
absolutely,
it?
Definitely. So what happened with your back? Because how did that affect your running?
So years ago, like I've got 2 really quite worn discs near the base of my spine, and I slipped discs about 20 years ago now, and then there'd just always been a weakness in my back. But then in reality, I'd never really done anything to strengthen the back. So I used to find that just through daily, just twisting a certain way or moving a certain way, I would tweak it, and then I'd be walking lopsided for a fortnight and trying to get it right again. And I think I probably adapted my running style to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then that gave me other problems to compensate with running. My back was just a problem, and when I joined you, that was my main worry, was would I be able to cope?
Because I think running's amazing, but it has a massive impact because you're just slamming your knees, your back constantly, and if you're not doing anything else apart from running.
No, and I never stretched. I was for 15 years, I was a non-stretching runner, which is not good for you, but it's what I did.
Yeah, and when you've got a back injury, your back, you can't do anything. You're just stuck. Sitting down hurts, lying down hurts, standing up hurts, moving hurts. So it affects your life massively when it's your back.
Yeah.
Originally you planned to just do 6 weeks.
I did.
What changed your mind?
So I came in and I was absolutely terrified, because I'm not the type of person that joins any group on my own, especially if I've got somebody to go to join forces with, I might join something. But I've rarely joined anything, and I've never stuck at anything. Yeah. This is the one thing that I have stuck with, and I think it's just because it's a really welcoming environment. Obviously loads of ladies in the group, everybody's different, everyone's got different lives, but everybody's sort of welcoming and accepting. And even though I was terrified, there was just something about it that kept bringing me back. I think it was like a bit of a community feeling that was really nice. The strength that you feel when you do this, both physically and mentally, is different, because you've got the people together and you connect with and you work in the group, even though everyone's at different levels. But it helps you physically in that, alongside it helps mentally, doesn't it? It does, yeah, definitely.
So do you think it's helped with your running, or are you not running anymore? Has it made your general fitness better in ways you didn't expect?
Yeah, so well, with regard to the running, I'm not really running because this has kind of taken over. But with regard to the benefits, I mean, they've just been massive. So when I joined your group, and I remember when you would call out certain exercises, like say a plank, like when I first did a plank, I was shaking so much and I couldn't hold the plank.
I remember you saying, I can't do
and
that.
I couldn't do burpees, and I was scared to do burpees for my back. And I know that I couldn't do one press up, and I did press ups on my knees to begin with. But it's amazing how quickly, if you do those things or you try to do those things on a regular basis, it's amazing how quickly you do build strength and ability, and you just become able to do them.
The progress of doing it over and over and over, isn't it? And like you say, when you start, you do things and we adapt everything so that you can manage it. And then before you know it, you're like, I can do that. It's amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, the burpees have been like, the burpees were I stepped them out, then I jumped back, and then I got to the floor.
We do about 3 or 4 different variations of burpees, so everyone can do it. And when you're doing all them things, and you just suddenly one day do it, and you're like, I've done that. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing for life, isn't it?
It is, because it just makes you feel so much stronger, and you feel like you've progressed.
So with your progress and your results and your confidence, what kind of results have you noticed since you started?
Physically, well, I'm just loads stronger. I mean, the fact that I can do press-ups now. And
I don't encourage anyone to do press-ups on their knees.
No,
I encourage everyone right from the start to do them on their toes.
Yeah, even if you can only do one.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but I think that, I mean, I can remember trying to do a press-up before I joined you. I can remember trying to do one in the house and just like trying to lower myself to the floor and collapsing. And then thinking, I'll get myself to do this, I'll do 2 the next day, but I couldn't. But then you join a group like this, and because you work in your body in so many different ways, you're building strength and you just get to do it. On a daily basis, I'm stronger in everything. The fact that I can do the press-ups, the fact that I can do the burpees, just little things that I notice in my daily actions. I mean, I used to quite often tweak me back and feel like I couldn't walk because I used to reach around the shower door to switch the shower on, and I used to just kind of nip it in a certain way, and I haven't done that for so long, and I'm still doing this action on a morning, but I think I've strengthened everything. Like my core is so much stronger.
Definitely, your core is so much stronger.
My back is so much stronger. My legs, when I do go out for a run, which is intermittently, shall we say, but when I do go out for a run, there's strength in my legs now that wasn't in my legs when I just ran.
Definitely, because runners need to do strength training, because runners need to build the muscle around their spine, around the other joints, to be able to carry your body, because again, like I said, you're slamming your feet on the floor, on the floor. So people who don't do any kind of training are probably eventually going to have problems when they're a runner. What kind of results have you noticed mentally?
Oh, I feel like I just feel like I cope with life better. Like the situation with my mum, which was really getting me down, and it wasn't about the fact that I was having to do a lot to care for her because she had gone into care, but it was more around that continuous processing of watching a person decline.
Absolutely, yeah.
That I had no acceptance of. I feel like I've gained some acceptance of that, and I realise now that I can't control it, I can't change it, and I just have to go with the flow. But that for me has been actually massive, because that's made me feel so much better in myself. Just the general things that come up in life, I feel like I take, instead of stressing about minor things, I maybe don't stress about minor things as much, because I take more things with a pinch of salt, which I probably always should have done, but it's just...
But I always say mental health needs physical support.
It does.
So when you're physically moving your body in whatever way you can, no matter what your ability is, it's going to help you mentally to deal with all of them emotional things that come. Definitely. Has your back pain improved since you began strength? Training with us?
I have no back pain.
Amazing. So
like I literally have no back pain, and I've never sort of tweaked it or pulled it really in the whole year, that 13 months that I've been training with you.
And that's incredible, because lots of people who have back pain live with it and suffer and are scared to do exercise. But in actual fact, even if you come and your back's hurting you when you first start, to strengthen the muscle around your back is going to improve that pain. It's going to take that pain away. So that's incredible that you've got no pain at all. It's absolutely brilliant. That's one of the biggest takeaways from you doing it, really.
Yeah.
Do you find that training, obviously you've just kind of touched on this, helps you manage your stress and give you an outlet from everything else in life?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. And you know that you still have days where, so when I started with you, I was trying to do 3 sessions a week, and then it got to Christmas and I was right, I'm doing 4, and I've really kind of stuck with that. And I would only miss a session if I felt sort of really poorly. But you know, everybody has a day where you feel maybe, oh, I can't be bothered today, but I always come because I know that if I come and I get in the room and I get with the group and we do what we do, I'll walk out of the room feeling like 100% better and 100% lighter.
You feel, I was just going to say, you feel lighter, don't you? And I think with you as well, like even like we talk about burpees and press-ups and stuff like that, but even with weights, like I've noticed the massive difference. And your muscle definition is outstanding. Obviously you can't see that under our jumper, but she's got amazing muscles. I was going to say, what's something you can do now that you couldn't do before you joined?
Definitely burpees.
Definitely burpees. But yeah, we've kind of touched on that anyway, haven't we? But there's loads of things in training what you do much better.
Like the press-ups. I mean, I couldn't do, like I say, I couldn't do one without collapsing on the floor.
Hanging from a bar today?
Well, that actually astounded me today, because Scott had said that the men had been doing hanging from a bar, and I thought, oh, we've never done hanging from a bar. Oh, I won't be able to do that. So when you mentioned it today, I thought, I really did. But I was gobsmacked that I could do it for a minute. Like, I mean, I only did 1 set of it for a minute, and the other 2 sets I couldn't hold the full minute, but the first one I did, and I was gobsmacked.
And that's all the strength and the training
of everything
coming through and showing you what your ability is, because things like that are scary when you haven't done it before. So with your balance, your self-care and your mindset, you've got a demanding job and you're caring for your mum, obviously. How do you make time for training all the time? Like how do you fit your training in?
So I train most of the time on a morning. For me, it's just been a case of, it's just became a routine. So yes, it might mean that you need to get up a little bit earlier on a morning to be able to do it. But for me, that routine becomes really easy to develop when you start seeing the benefits.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So once you start feeling, you know what, I am getting stronger and I can do this, you want to come back more and you don't want to miss sessions.
Because lots of people think, oh, I'll just do 6 weeks, I'll lose half a stone and then that's it, I don't need to do it anymore.
Yeah.
But you've got to continue. And especially as we get older, you've got to realise that it's got to be a way of life now. Yeah. Especially with the convenience of life now.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
The food and the drink and like, not that I'm saying that you eat loads and you drink loads or anything like that, but lots of people do, don't they? And lots of people do that instead of the exercise. They make time to go out for a night out, but they're not make time to look after themselves.
I think I've kind of made a mindset change because like I remember when you kind of gave some general advice in a class around people trying to lose weight and calories and things, and when you first sort of said the number of calories that a woman should be able to lose weight on, I was like, that'll never work. Because I just believed what you saw in magazines. Yeah. But then I did it and actually it worked and I was never hungry. I just kind of adjusted my diet and started making sure I was eating really good nutritious food sort of 90% of the time. And then so I feel like I've made a routine kind of change with my food choices, but I've also done that with my physical activity. And now it's just like a lifestyle. So now I look at it and I think, oh well, I'm a year in this journey. And I'm really pleased with it, but I just want to keep going. It's not because I want to lose weight or anything. I know how good it makes you feel, so it's about keeping feeling that good.
It's keeping it, isn't it?
And not slipping back into old ways.
And like, you don't restrict any food.
No.
If you want to have an alcohol when you go out, you have your alcohol.
Absolutely.
And the problem lots of women make is they think they've got to be on 1,000 calories or 900 calories or 1,200 calories. In actual fact, you need to be on much more than that.
But that was what I always thought before I joined your group.
So like, probably the average calories you should be on is about 1,800 calories, and people are like, oh my god, I'll never lose weight on that, but you do.
But you do.
You absolutely do.
Absolutely do,
if you're eating the right kind of things. Obviously that's changed your mindset.
Totally.
What surprised you most about being part of the group compared to what you imagined in the start?
I think the fact that it's not just a fitness group, it is a community. I love the fact that we go for coffees. Like today I didn't go for a coffee, and it only maybe happens like 1 or 2 days a week for me around my job, but it's nice the fact that we have, you know, nights out here and there, and you've organised the retreat for us next year, which is going to be great. And then the fact that we can go on walks in the summer and things like that. Like, it's just, there's so many things to it that are actually quite life enhancing, I would say.
And it doesn't matter whether you can't go for a coffee for 6 weeks. The next time you go for a coffee,
it's just normal.
It's just
you
normal.
Just fit in again.
And the same with the walks and all that. Doesn't matter if you're brand new. You just pop
fit in where you want to fit in, and if you don't or you can't fit it in, then you don't. It's just really, it's just there for you kind of thing.
So that's the community and the support, isn't it?
It is,
so what does Tracy's Ladies Fitness mean to you now that you've been part of it for over a year?
Oh, it's just the best thing I ever did. It's literally the best thing I've ever done was replying to you on one of your Facebook posts. If you want to make a change, contact me. The best thing I ever did was like reply back just with a few words.
And your husband started with, look, after he's seen you getting into this amazing lifestyle and routine. So it's working hand in hand for you now, isn't it? Because he's also got great results for Luke.
It is, because I think, so initially I said I was doing it, and I think he initially saw me coming back exhausted, thinking, what should you do that for? But then he realised a couple of months in that I was coming back buzzing from each session, and I think he thought, maybe I need a piece of this. And he has had amazing results. Like, he's lost a lot of weight, and got loads stronger, and now all the benefits that I talk about, he completely talks about all those same benefits.
So it's a big understanding, isn't it?
And we're both on the same page in the house. So actually, like, I'm not needing to cook different meals for people and things like that. So actually, it just works really well.
Brilliant. If another woman who's in her 50s who's busy, tired and struggling with back pain in particular, what would you say to her?
Join this group. I can't say it enough, like it really has been life-changing for me. It's made me feel so much better mentally, so much stronger physically. I just know I'm fitter and I'm appreciating life more than I was before I joined the group. And the only change I've really made is coming here and exercising and eating good food.
And everything else has been a knock-on effect. So, looking back to just over a year now, what's been your proudest moment for you since walking through that door?
Ooh. Do you think the burpees was a bit of a proud moment?
But it is, isn't it? Because loads of people, even when I speak to people on the phone before they start, they'll go, mine, I'll never do a burpee.
Yeah.
Like, people actually say that. Like, you actually said to us, mine I'm only doing 6 weeks. That was what you said to us.
Yeah, I did. I remember saying it.
So yeah, that's great. It's a brilliant achievement to be able to do a burpee. Just getting them down off the floor is incredible. Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So if you could describe your journey here in 3 words, what would it be? 3 words.
Positive. Strong. And happy.
Good. That's brilliant.
Like, yeah, it's just I'm just like so much happier as a person.
And finally, what's next for you? What new goals have you got? What would you love to achieve? I know you got your body fat checked.
I did. I got my body fat checked.
Which was amazing.
Yeah.
Athlete level body fat.
Yeah.
Compared to when you first come, you're only doing 6 weeks. Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
Absolutely outstanding. I was dead impressed with that. But I looked at you and I knew what your body fat was going to be, and I told you, didn't I?
Yeah, but it was because I had those stupid scales that gave you a body fat reading every time and gave me a really inaccurate body fat reading. So it made me think I was carrying too much fat.
This is the danger about having scales in the house.
Yeah.
Having scales in the house is the worst thing you can do. If you want to get weighed, you better get weighed at the gym once a week.
Yeah.
Or getting weighed somewhere else once a week, so that you're not focusing on that weight and jumping on different times, jumping on when you feel rubbish, jumping on, like, the scales make you cry if you get on them every day. Like,
and I actually haven't been on the scale since the day I had my body fat measured, because that day, when I realised the difference between the readings, I was like, why am I going on these things? And my son went on, and my son said, like, he knew what his body fat was, and then he went on them and he was like, Mum, put them in the bin. You know,
because if you're going to get your body fat measured, the scales are the worst place to do it. You're best to get them done by a professional who does them expertly and measures you with calipers and stuff. So, Jo, thank you so much for sharing your story. It's been absolutely amazing. I know so many women who will be able to relate to something like you've talked about today, whether it be caring for a parent, whether it be the back pain or just wanting to, like, feeling so low in your life and wanting to improve it and feel better and feel in a happy place. You are proof that with a busy life you can do that.
Absolutely.
Caring for others, working full time and still putting yourself first for 1 hour 4 times a week. And getting amazing results. And not having to cut everything out your diet that you love, and not having to stop doing all the things that you love because you still do everything and probably even more. I'm so proud of how far you've come. I've got no doubt that what you've said today will inspire someone to start their own journey. And if you're listening at home and you feel like you need a bit of this in your life, then come and join us, because the community is absolutely something really special.
It is. And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Definitely.
Literally.
Anybody can. Doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what your background, doesn't matter what your health is, you can do it. And if you come here and you don't lose weight but you exercise every day and your goal isn't to lose weight, or you just can't do that part of it, it doesn't matter, because you're still improving your health in one way or another. And even if you come here and you train every day for 6 years, you don't lose weight but you do the exercise and you're mentally better, then that's another thing that is going to absolutely totally improve your life. So thank you very much, Jo. It's been amazing.